Hello, everyone, and welcome to Morning Coffee Break. I want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving today. I hope you have a great day with family and friends and have plenty to eat, and probably, like me, will fall asleep after eating so much turkey. I'll try not to, but you just sit there and you get so relaxed and everything, and then you don't see you're like, okay. Today, like I said, is Thursday, November 23rd, Thanksgiving. Currently, it's 40 degrees. Not going to get much warmer today. High today is 47. No chance of rain, and winds are at 4 miles per hour. Okay, today I'm kind of going to take it easy. I'm not going to do anything after this, but a couple jib jabs today. Got some cute Thanksgiving jib jabs. I'll send them out today. But, I'm just not going to do any more than I have to today. What's for dinner? Of course, turkey. And I'm gonna make the wings, and the, I guess, leg portions and the wings. I'm gonna barbecue those. Put them in an oven and season them and put barbecue sauce. They're really great that way. And but we're gonna have we probably might not even have those today. I'm just gonna go ahead and cook them. We'll probably have them tomorrow or something. But we're gonna have turkey, stuffing, the homemade stuffing. Like, we got the Pepperidge Farm in the bag, but it's got a recipe on the back of it where you add, celery and onions and stuff and bake it. That's always good that way. Instead of just, the stuff in the box. You can do the, like, stovetop that way too. Bake it. We're going to have some mashed potatoes. We got 15 pounds of not 15 pounds of mashed potatoes, but we got 15 pounds of I can't get it out. Potatoes. Because we'd bought a 10-pound bag, and then I got a 5-pound bag free in the giveaway in today's turkey as well. Need to get that in the crock pot, by the way, anytime. I'm going to fix some of my famous deviled eggs today. And I think we'll just have some green beans, and we'll have cranberry sauce and some dinner rolls. Just the regular, I showed them in the Kroger haul. I love these. They're really good. I like Sister Schubert's though, but they're kind of expensive these days. And the Hawaiian rolls are just way too much. They were like $4.99 for that same size right there. So yeah, your typical, Thanksgiving meal. So let's see what we got for jokes of the day. This one, I don't know about this one. It's kind of funny. It's called Inseparable. My wife and I are inseparable. In fact, last week it took 4 state troopers and a dog. I guess that to separate them. 4 state troopers. Okay, and this one is called Sermon Like the Peace of God. Fresh out of seminary, a young pastor found an associate position at a prestigious church. One Sunday early on, he was given the opportunity to preach. He prepared diligently, perhaps a bit too excited to use all the learning he had acquired, and worked hard to make his words eloquent and smooth. Shaking hands at the end of the service, he was approached by one of the older ladies who was known and respected in both the church and community. "Sir," she said with a smile, "your sermon was like the peace of God." The young preacher's grin widened and his chest puffed a bit, and until she continued on, "It surpassed all understanding." He thought he was getting a compliment there. And fact of the day is spy squirrels. In 2007, 14 squirrels were arrested in Iran. Yes, you read correctly. 14 squirrels were spotted. They probably potted them after that. Were spotted near a nuclear enrichment plant and taken in for questioning by the Iranian army. What was their crime? What were they being charged with? Espionage. Apparently, they were spy squirrels. I'm sure. Okay. Now, let me see. I'm going to find something good for trivia time. Hold on a minute. Okay, this might be a little challenging, but that's, it's good. We don't want it to be so easy to where, I mean, I like getting them right and everything, but I also like to learn a few things, and this might do the trick. This says, I guess it's geography for the whole thing. I'm not for sure. Sometimes they skip around. What line divides the Earth into the eastern and western hemispheres? Okay, I got to get it on the prime meridian, Tropic of Capricorn, equator, Tropic of Cancer. Okay, eastern and western. It's that way. The equator, doesn't it go around the middle? I want to say equator, but I don't think it divides into eastern and western. I think it's more like north and south, isn't it? And I don't know about the tropic of those. I may miss one, but I don't think it. I think the equator is just, like the circumference. So I'm going to say prime meridian. Hey, I got it. Lines of longitude, also called meridians, are imaginary lines that divide the Earth. They run north and south from pole to pole, but they measure the distance east or west. The prime meridian, which runs through Greenwich, England, has a longitude of 0 degrees. It divides the Earth into the eastern and western hemispheres. The anti-meridian is on the other opposite side of the Earth at 180 degrees longitude. Okay. So I got lucky on that one. Which of these African countries is in the Western Hemisphere? Morocco, Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania. I really don't. Western, it shows a globe. I don't know if that would help anyway. I don't think it's Morocco. I could be wrong. Uganda, Kenya, or Tanzania. I'm going out on a limb and saying Kenya. No, it was Morocco. Several African countries are located entirely in the Western Hemisphere, including some that are mostly and partially in the Western Hemisphere. Some countries that are entirely in the Western Hemisphere are Cape Verde, Gambia, Guinea, Guinea-Bissau, Ivory Coast, Liberia, Mauritania. I haven't heard of half of these. Morocco, Senegal, and Sierra Leone. Wow, okay. I missed that one. In which state is the largest mall in the Western Hemisphere located? Largest mall. Texas, Colorado, Minnesota, New Jersey. Wow, Western Hemisphere. I don't know if that would be considered the Western Hemisphere. Texas, Minnesota. I don't think New Jersey would be Western Hemisphere. Well, it depends on where the line is. The whole United States could be Western Hemisphere, I guess. Well, Texas is known for everything being really big. I'm just going to go for that. I don't think Colorado, it's getting more population there because of obvious reasons, but Minnesota, I don't think is, never heard of anything with Minnesota like that, or New Jersey. I'm going for Texas. Oh, it's Minnesota. Wow, okay. Mall of America is a large shopping mall located in Bloomington, Minnesota, United States, located within the Minneapolis-St. Paul metropolitan area. The mall lies southwest of the junction of Interstate 494 and Minnesota State Highway 77. It is opened in 1992 and is the largest mall in the United States. Wow. It's the 11th largest mall in the world. I haven't been to our mall in a long time. We went, I did a video of, what was that place called? Home Goods, or there's a place that opened back then, and we went there. I think it's called Home Goods or something. And we did a little walk through of that, and then we did a separate video where we walked around the mall and we ate in the food court. I think we got Pals. We love Pals, and they have one in the food court. Um, but usually, I mean, you don't see a whole lot of cars there except for around holidays. Okay, so yeah, I missed that one for sure. One right, two wrong. What is the longest river in South America? Parana River, San Francisco River, Amazon River, Xingu. Okay, is in South America. I would have to say Amazon, I guess. That's right. Amazon River is South America's longest river. There is some debate, however, as to whether or not it is the longest river in the world, as exact measurements tend to vary between sources. Okay. Next question. Which is the largest saltwater lake in the Western Hemisphere? Lake Superior, Lake Michigan, Lake Okeechobee, and the Great Salt Lake. I thought all the, the Great Lakes were fresh water, because it's a lot. It's a high percentage of the fresh water in the whole world there. You just want to say Great Salt Lake, you know, it kind of makes sense, but I wouldn't think that Lake Okeechobee would be a saltwater. You know, Great Salt Lake. Okay, that's right. That's kind of obvious that way. The Great Salt Lake is the largest saltwater lake in the Western Hemisphere and the 8th largest terminal lake in the world. It lies in the northern part of the U.S. state of Utah and has a substantial impact on the local climate, particularly through lake effect snow. Okay. 3 right, 2 wrong. What European language is spoken in most of South America? Portuguese, Italian, French, Spanish. European language is spoken in most of South America. I would have to say it's either Portuguese or Spanish. I would think Spanish. Yep. Spanish is the most spoken language in South America, edging out Portuguese by a few million people. Nearly 210 million South Americans speak Spanish, with the largest number living in Colombia, about 47.2 million. And then it just mentions other cities and stuff. Okay. Which is the most western state in the U.S.? Alaska, Oregon, Idaho, Washington. Most western. Okay. Washington is like in the very corner there, but Alaska is, it kind of goes like that way to it, and then it goes further west. It's almost to Russia at one point. They say you can walk to Russia from one point in Alaska, so I'm going to go with Alaska. That's right. Alaska is a state that is the farthest north, east, and west. Alaska can be considered the farthest east and west because the Aleutian Islands cross the 180-degree meridian of longitude. Wow. That fact places some of the islands in the eastern hemisphere. Wow, okay. 5 right, 2 wrong. Where in the western hemisphere is the tallest outdoor observation deck? New York City, Vancouver, Rio de Janeiro, Cancun. What? I don't think it would be New York City. It just said, wow. I don't really know this one. Rio de Janeiro. I don't think so. Vancouver is possible, but there's a lot of large buildings in New York. I think I'm going to go with Vancouver, though. It could be New York City. It is. It's New York City. 30 Hudson Yards, also the North Tower, is a super tall skyscraper on the west side of Midtown Manhattan, New York City, located near Hell's Kitchen, Chelsea, and Penn Station area. The building is part of the Hudson Yards redevelopment project, a plan to redevelop the Metropolitan Transportation Authority's West Side Yard. Okay, I talked myself out in New York on that one. Okay, who is considered to be Latin America's liberator? Latin America's. Joaquim de Silva Xavier, Alexander Pechon, Jose Gervasio de Artigas, Simon Bolivar. I've only ever heard of Simon in news or something like that. I have no idea what these others are, so I'm going to go with Simon. And that's right. Simon Bolivar and Jose de San Martin were both called the Liberator. They're unquestionably Latin America's two greatest heroes of the wars for independence, 1810 and 1824. Yet in Bolivar's case, the title rang across the continent. San Martin was highly admirable, idealistic, conscientious, and persistent. Next question. That's 6 right and 3 wrong, so this is the last one. In which U.S. state is the largest escalator in the Western Hemisphere? Maryland, Florida, Maine, Oregon. The largest escalator in the Western Hemisphere. I don't. Only one I could think of would be maybe Florida. I wouldn't think these others. It's possible. If they would have had what was it, Minnesota? I would have thought that Mall of America, whatever it might have. I'm gonna go with Florida. No, it's Maryland. Wheaton Station is a Washington Metro station in Montgomery County, Maryland on the Red Line. The station serves the suburb of Wheaton and is located at the intersection of Georgia Avenue and Reedy Drive. The station contains 230-foot-long escalators, which are the longest set of single-span escalators in the Western Hemisphere. Wow, that would take forever to get somewhere. Okay, today I went 6 and 4. I did a little better than half. But I definitely learned something on this, and to me, that's very valuable and interesting. So, everybody, that's going to be it for Morning Coffee Break today. I hope everybody has a fantastic Thanksgiving and that you have a great time with your family and friends. So, everybody, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please press that like button. Also, subscribe if you haven't already, and share this out. And hit that so you get all my videos as soon as they come out. Everybody have a great day, and we'll see you later on with some jib jabs, some Thanksgiving jib jabs. So check them out. Bye, everybody, and God bless.